Sony Mavica FD91 doesn't power on. All right. Two of the read-write heads. These both came from the same floppy disk drive assembly. They oppose the floppy disk. They go on each side of it. And you will notice this one is not attached. This one is attached. How fun. Lucky enough, I noticed this actually fell out of the camera. And I didn't know what was rattling around when I first got it at the time. Now I do know exactly what it was. It was this. It was this little sensor. It was this like a floppy disk reading doodad. You can see that little white chunk that broke off. I'm about to give up. There's some like broken pieces on the back. And it looks like it very clearly should be attached. And this is where it should have been attached. So I guess if you put your floppy disks in too hard, you can break it. And you could apparently break it to the point where the entire device does not start up. Roll the clip of me trying to turn it on. I'm actually going to just... on this piece, there are 2 solder joints and then 3 solder joints. This piece, it's got the 3 on this side, but I think the other ones just straight up broke off. But it looks the same. Like, it's the same. It's got the white beam. It's got the tiny piece of green epoxy and then some like black epoxy or whatever. This assembly also has, there is some very, very, very thin wires that go up and then up into here, which is where they're connected on here. They're just like incredibly thin traces on this flexible PCB. And it must have been enough for the entire camera not to start up. I'm not sure why I didn't get any like error messages, but it's entirely possible it could have been like just a crazy electrical fault of some kind. Meaning it just freaked out, and the power supply, like the power supply hardware that takes the battery voltage and does whatever it wants with it, just probably couldn't handle whatever this started doing after it broke. Which, you know, there's probably a reason why this was at a garage sale for $7.50. Let's actually take a look at the manual real quick. This is the official service manual, apparently. It does show lots of disassembly steps. Replacing the floppy disk is literally the last thing that comes out of the camera, which is so awesome for anyone else, probably you watching this video now, who is having this exact same issue. Well, this entire guide does exist at least. So there's that. I will put a link to it, but there's lots of disassembly instructions. It does actually specifically even say which screws are used, which is very helpful. This doesn't happen, which is interesting. Well, none of these happen actually. I get no display codes. The whole system does not turn on. So yeah. If your Sony Mavica FD91 is not starting up, and at one point in time you heard rattling, like you could shake it and you can hear rattling, good luck. You will have to replace the floppy disk drive, probably. Could be something else. I just took mine apart because I wanted to see what was wrong with it. Sometimes when I shake it, it rattles. Talk about your brain, Cyril. You're talking about your brain. You should go to clinic. Yeah. Your brain's rattling? That's not good.